Okay.
Hi everyone, I'm Emily Syal. I'm the new young adult advisor to the board for New Mexico Interfaith Power and Light. And throughout this month, we're going to be celebrating the season of creation. The season of creation starts on September 1st with the prayer for creation, and then it goes all the way to the feast day of St. Francis on October 4th. This year's Seasons of Creation theme is called Jubilee for the Earth, New Rhythms and New Hope. Especially in this time full of the world's pandemic, racial tensions, and earth degradation, the people at the season of creation decided it was time for restoration and hope, requiring radically new ways of living with creation. Time to consider our integral relationship between the rest of the earth and our ecological, economic, social, and political ways of living. Each week, we'll offer practices from our own spiritual traditions, mine and other people from around New Mexico, to help us live into these new rhythms that this season of creation is calling us to do. For me, what the year of Jubilee means for the earth is a desperate and urgent call for each of us to get back into a right relationship with the rest of creation. And the spiritual practice that comes from my own tradition actually arises from the book of Proverbs. The book of Proverbs was written by ancient sages who lived in the desert, very much like the desert we're surrounded by here in northern New Mexico, or in New Mexico if you're joining us from there. They looked to nature, to the natural earth, to discern the wisdom of the Lord within. And the first verse of Proverbs 1, verse 1 is, "Wisdom begins with fear of the Lord." And this fear is far from a horrific fear. We aren't supposed to be scared of the Lord indwelling in all of creation. No, this fear was meant to invoke a reverent awe. And so my spiritual practice that I'm calling us to do this week and throughout this month and season of creation is to practice awe and wonder. Take time today or sometime this week and just marvel and awe at something that takes your breath away, whether it's a flower in your garden, or the big blue New Mexico sky, or the vastness of the desert. When we enter into a state of reverent awe and wonder, something, a mystery perhaps, lures our hearts to open. It draws love and wisdom from within and causes us to live in that wisdom that comes about from our reverent awe of the natural world.